Welcome, dear learners, to the MOOC course on Philosophical Foundation of Education. This is Module 11, and this is the first video of Module 11 where we are going to discuss about the renowned personality that is Mahatma Gandhi, his life and his philosophy in this part of our video. So, in this video, you will explore Mahatma Gandhi's inspiring life, discover his journey, principles, and lasting impact. You will learn about his struggles, triumphs, and legacy. You will also be able to gain insight into his philosophy and leadership. So, this presentation basically explores the core philosophical principles that guided Mahatma Gandhi's life and work. So, Gandhi's philosophy blends idealism, faith, and a profound commitment to nonviolence and human unity. These tenets shaped his leadership and continue to inspire movements for social justice worldwide. So let's have a look in a glance about his early life and education. So Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born on 2nd October 1869. His birthplace was Porbandar, Gujarat. He came from a family of modest means. If we look into his education, Gandhi studied law in London, which exposed him to diverse cultures and ideas. He then returned to India to practice law. He also have some South African experience in his life. So at a glance, so we all know Mahatma Gandhi has contributed many things in his life, many things which we cannot complete in a single video. So we are giving a slight glance of his life history from where we will come to know what are the contribution of Mahatma Gandhi's in his life and what we have gained from Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy. So let's have a look on South African experience. So his arrival in South Africa, Gandhi faced racial discrimination. This saved his activism against injustice. He developed satyagraha, a method of non-violent resistance. This proved effective in fighting inequality. Gandhi became a leader in the Indian community. He fought for their rights and dignity. After South Africa, he returned to India. So when Gandhi returned to India, he joined the independence movement. He quickly became a prominent leader using non-violent methods. This changed Indian nationalism forever. So there are key movements which are led by Mahatma Gandhi. So among them is non-cooperations, civil disobedience movement and Quit India movement. So in non-cooperation, he urged Indians to boycott British institutions. In civil disobedience movement, he defied unjust laws peacefully. In Quit India movement, he demanded an end to British rule. He also had a philosophy of satyagraha, which includes 3 points, mainly the philosophy of satyagraha: truth, non-violence, and self-suffering. So satyagraha is a philosophy of non-violent resistance. It emphasizes truth, love, and self-suffering. Its goal is to convert opponents through peaceful means. He had a great impact on Indian independence. So Gandhi galvanized the Indian population. He mobilized them for independence. His leadership and methods were instrumental. They led to India's freedom in 1947. There is also a tragedy of partition and during independence. So, what is the tragedy of partition? Gandhi was deeply saddened by the partition. He worked to heal communal divides. He always struggled for unity. He opposed a division. He promoted peace and understanding. About Gandhi's assassination and legacy. So Gandhi was assassinated on 30 January 1948. This was a great loss for India. His principles continue to inspire movements for peace and justice. His legacy resonates globally. So, Gandhi's lives offer valuable lessons for all. He embraced nonviolence, seek truth, and stand up for justice. His teaching remain relevant and inspiring. Gandhi never asserted originality in his teachings. He openly acknowledged that his ideas were deeply rooted in existing philosophical and religious traditions. He synthesized diverse influence into a coherent and practical philosophy of life. His genius lies in his application of these principles to real world problems. He also focused on idealism and moral foundation. So he sought to transcend material concerns through a commitment to higher principles, like that is the transcending materialism. He focused for idealism and moral foundation. He focused mainly on 3 points: emphasis on ethics, moral values, and transcending materialism. So what he mentioned about emphasis on ethics, that Gandhiji's philosophy is fundamentally idealistic. His system emphasizes moral and ethical values as the bedrock of individual and social progress. And regarding transcending materialism, he sought to transcend material concerns through a commitment to higher principles. He had a belief in God as ultimate reality. So, for belief in God as ultimate reality, he particularly mentioned 4 things through which we can have the ultimate reality of our life and also have belief in God. And that 4 things are truth, love, ethics, and morality. So Gandhi's belief in God was central to his philosophy. He equated God with truth, love, ethics, and morality. So this equation emphasized the practical and ethical dimension of faith rather than abstract theology. God was not distant, but immanent in every aspect of life, which was the firm belief of Mahatma Gandhi. He always propounded human unity in diversity under 4 points. First is the shared humanity, respect, cooperation, and empathy. Under shared humanity, he mentioned recognizing the common bonds that unite all people, that is shared humanity. Respect. He honored the culture and individual differences, that is respect. Cooperation, working together towards common goals, that is cooperation. And empathy, understanding the perspectives of others. So Gandhi advocated for unity in diversity. He often linked this concept to the sun's rays emanating from a single source. While each ray is distinct, they all originated from the same sun. This analogy underscores the interconnectedness of humanity. He always propounded human unity in diversity. He also mentioned about holistic concept of education and the 4 quadrants, 4 points. First is education should help in building character. Education should aim to develop intellect. Education should aim in developing the human body and spirit. So Gandhi defined education as the holistic development of human personality, which comprises of these 4 points: character, intellect, body, and spirit. So he believed education should nurture the body, mind, and spirit. This went beyond mere literacy. It should cultivate character and self-reliance. His vision aimed at creating well-rounded ethical individuals. He also mentioned truth as the highest principle. Gandhi considered truth the highest principle. He equated truth with God. This equation elevated truth from a mere concept to a divine imperative. His life was an unwavering pursuit of truth in all its dimensions. He was always seeking to get to truth in every action and thought. He also mentioned there is an inseparable link between truth and ahimsa. See, he have mentioned in 3 points. First, truth. As per him, Mahatma Gandhi, truth is nothing but ahimsa. End. End is the means, and goal is the method which we apply to achieve the goal. So Gandhi saw truth as divinely significant and manifested through conscience. Non-violence or ahimsa was the means to realize the truth and God. He believed they were inseparable like two sides of the same coin. One could not achieve truth through violence or coercion. So he always emphasized ahimsa and truth are two inseparable links. If we want to have truth in life, if we want to follow the path of truth, then we have to follow the path of ahimsa, that is non-violence. He also had a philosophy of love as the religion of humanity. Gandhi advocated love as the true religion of humanity. This love extended to universal love. He believed in the power of love to transform individuals and societies. His vision promoted compassion and understanding across all boundaries. We are also going to focus now on the philosophical tenets of Gandhi's teaching. So, first is the brotherhood of man. Gandhiji always focused in his teaching to have universal community, a global society without discrimination. He emphasized on racial equality, that means transcending race and caste systems. He also mentioned about religious tolerance, that means acceptance of all faiths. Then only we will have brotherhood of men. He highlighted on Satyagraha as the non-violent resistance on the 3 points: securing rights, personal suffering, and changing hearts. Securing rights by achieving justice through peaceful means. Personal suffering by bearing injustice without retaliation. Changing hearts, that means transforming opponents through love. That is nothing but Satyagraha, the non-violent resistance. Gandhiji, in his philosophy, he always mentioned about service to humanity. Gandhiji gave his life for service to humanity. So he had a philosophy which should be followed by everyone, that is service to humanity. Serving God, that means equating human service with divine service. True greatness, achieving greatness through welfare work. Highest duty, making humanity the primary focus. So this is nothing but the service to humanity. He always emphasized on Sarvodaya Samaj, that means the ethical society, and how we can have the ethical society through following three principles. One is moral principles, another is humanitarianism, and third is maintaining equality. If we can follow, if we can have these 3 points in our society, yes, we can have a Sarvodaya Samaj, or we can have an ethical society. If there are moral principles, humanitarianism is followed, and equality is maintained in the society. So he always emphasized to have an ethical society in his philosophy. He also had a rejection of Marxist socialism by opposing class struggle. He avoided violent conflict. He also favored cooperation, he always promote collaborative ethics. That is the rejection of Marxist socialism. Gandhi always mentioned about fearlessness. What is fearlessness? That means truth. If we have to fearlessness, we must have to follow the path of truth. That is seek truth without fear. Another is non-violence, practice nonviolence with courage. Another is courage, overcome cowardice to act. So, Gandhi's idea about fearlessness is to maintain the path of truth, maintain nonviolence, and maintaining courage in life. He also mentioned about Ram Rajya as ideal society in his philosophy. How we can have that Ram Rajya? By having justice, peace, and happiness in the society. This was the main idea behind his ideal society. A society can be built up. We can have a Ram Rajya only by following these three principles. One is justice, peace, and happiness. He always think about ideal social citizenship and how we can have ideal citizenship if every citizen will be responsible and be a useful citizen of the society. Then we can have ideal citizenship for every country. Every people would be an ideal citizen if that citizen will be responsible and useful to the society. Gandhiji also have an enduring legacy of Gandhian economics. So here we are trying to reflect on the economic philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi. His principles offer a unique perspective on development. We will also examine his concepts of self-reliance, decentralization, and moral economics. These ideas challenges mainstream economic thought. They advocate for a more equitable and sustainable world. So his core principles of economics, that means Gandhian economics, first is freedom and justice. Freedom and justice in the sense governance should ensure freedom, justice, and fraternity. Economic equality. He opposed extreme capitalism and wealth accumulation. Critic of industrialization. So, mass production leads to worker exploitation and loss of skills. So, his core principles of Gandhian economics based on freedom and justice, economic equality, and critics of industrialization. So, Gandhian economics is rooted in strong ethical and moral foundation. It aims to create a society where individual liberties are protected. Economic disparities are minimized. The adverse impacts of industrialization are carefully considered. He also gave an idea of decentralization of wealth by distribution over accumulation. So, wealth should be distributed among the masses rather than centralized. This was the idea behind Gandhi's philosophy, economical philosophy. So, he empowers local. Why? If we have decentralization of wealth, how we can have the decentralization of wealth under 3 points, like empowers local community, reduces economic inequality, and foster self-sufficiency. So Gandhi advocated for an economic system where wealth is not concentrated in the hands of a few. Instead, it should be spread across the population. This would promote a more balanced and equitable society. There is also a concept of cooperation and native skills in the philosophy behind Gandhiji. So, what he means about cooperation? Cooperation over competition. He promotes a society based on cooperation instead of capitalist rivalry. Gandhiji always encouraged native skills. That's why we know about the Vadha scheme of education or basic education, which we'll discuss in the next part of our video. So Gandhiji always encouraged on native skills, that is, advocate for local craftsmanship and self-sufficient economies. Gandhiji emphasized the importance of cooperation over cutthroat competition. He also valued local skills and craftsmanship as means of promoting economic independence. His philosophy is based on two things: simple living and self-reliance. So Gandhi practiced and preached a life of simplicity and minimalism. He also strongly believed in economic independence through self self-sufficiency. He also focused on moral politics and economic ethics. And the 3 points: ethics, that is the ethical guideline for economic behavior; morality, that is moral foundation for economic policies; and politics, which is guided by morality. So Gandhi insisted that politics should be guided by morality and ethics. This would ensure that economic policies serve the greater good. He had a vision of an ideal society. Gandhi dreamed of a just, fair, and harmonious society. It would be a society where all individuals could thrive, free from exploitation and oppression. His philosophy, how it is relevant in the modern world. So Gandhian economics offers insight into the challenges of globalization. It promotes sustainable development. It also provides a framework for addressing economic inequality in the modern world. We can also focus on some case studies where we can see how Gandhian principles can be applied. So, this case study can reflect that Gandhian principles can be applied wealth generation or for economic development. First, case study of a sustainable agriculture, that means promoting organic farming and local food system. Microfinance, empowering marginalized communities through small loans. Ethical business, prioritizing social and environmental responsibility. To several real world examples demonstrate the application of Gandhian principles. These case studies highlight the potential for creating more equitable and sustainable economic systems. What we have received from this part of our video, what we have learned, that Gandhian economics offers a compelling alternative to mainstream economic thought. By embracing ethical principles, decentralization, and sustainability, we can build a more just and harmonious world. Gandhi's principles promote a world of peace, equality, and service. Gandhi's philosophy offers a powerful guide. It provides the means for ethical living and social transformation. We have learned from the Gandhi's philosophy to embrace truth, to practice nonviolence, to promote unity, and to have qualitative love. This is all what we have learned from Gandhi's life and his philosophy. In the next part of our video, we are going to discuss about Gandhi's educational philosophy, where we will learn what he have contributed to the education system, what are its merits, what are its demerits, and how Gandhi's education system is relevant in the modern world, how Gandhi's education system has emerged to take place in this 21st century education system. So this is all about this part of our video and what we are going to discuss in the next part of our video. Thank you.